Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to Modern Warfare Remastered. This is not even really close to what Modern Warfare is going to be, but I kind of wanted to make this video and just kind of talk about things I saw in the Modern Warfare trailer, which I'm sure you've seen all across your fucking subscription boxes and timelines and this and that. I'm a little late to the party, and it's mostly because I was really on the fence about making this video. So we are going to hop into some gun game here while I just kind of talk about things I saw in the trailer, my thoughts, if I'm excited or not, am I pre-ordering, all of that if you missed the stream last night where I talked about it for a little bit. We're finally in a match here. So the first thing we really see is the new loading in animation, which is very, very similar to how World War II did it in the war game mode, where we see people jumping off of trucks and out of helicopters, getting ready to enter the battle and kind of breaching and clearing a door. I do believe that is just for cinematics. I know you can open doors and all that, but I don't believe you can crack them as they did in the trailer. And then we see the new flashbang. We see the new flashbang throw animation, the new throwing animations in general. Are you fucking serious? And then they switch to cutting off the lights, which I do believe the lights are already going to be pre-cut in the cave map. And then you see a little bit with the night vision goggles, which I'm glad they're using them and they're actually going to be useful, because in this game, they're not very useful. There's only one map where you can really justify using them. Like I didn't hear you. There's only one map you can truly justify using them, and that's Wet Work, and even then, it doesn't look that good. Like, look at this. Why is this even an option? Then they switch to them throwing on the night vision goggles, kind of raiding the cave and getting ready for that match. One thing I do like is how instead of when you have night vision here, you still ADS. Now, I do believe you can still ADS with night vision goggles on. However, the primary way we see them aiming is with the laser sights. Now, I believe this was where everyone can see the laser, or at least the particular laser they were using. Everyone can see the level 2 laser, and that's the one that super reduces hip fire, but everybody on the map can see it. So I do like that. It's like Battlefield in that aspect. And I know it's getting a lot of heat before the beta's even out for, oh, it's looking like Battlefield is trying to copy Battlefield. Now, what people don't understand is Call of Duty and Battlefield have been trying to be like each other for years. Battlefield always trying to scale down, get more fast-paced like Call of Duty. Call of Duty always trying to scale up. We can see Battle Royale definitely helped that for Black Ops 4, where we're having 50v50 games. 100 people in a lobby. Battlefield usually, I believe the hard cap is 64 on a team. So quick maths, I have no clue because I'm a failure. That's what, 128 players in a server? And then I know in Battlefield 3 they had the close quarters game mode, and that was a ton of fun, super fast pace. And that was them, quote-unquote, trying to be like Call of Duty, for lack of a better term. The white phosphorus kill streak was getting a lot of heat, and for dumb reasons. Obviously, white phosphorus is a horrible fucking thing in real life. It is absolutely terrible. And it's almost like a candle wax that it coats on you. And it's extremely, extremely flammable. And it just kind of engulfs everything in flames until it's no longer living. So obviously it's a terrible, terrible thing, but I mean, we have nukes in the game, and I mean, come on. Who is everyone okay with dropping nukes and not white phosphorus? I know there's a little bit of an outrage about that from whoever you want to say. I don't agree with the backlash it got at all, obviously. We then switch to, I believe, another map and we get a little outside perspective. We can see how like some of the new telescopic scopes are going to work on certain guns and all that. I do think the new recoil system, I suppose, for lack of a better term, is going to be really good. I like the way the guns seem to kick up the recoil visually, especially during the first round that was fired was the shotgun in the trailer. You can see the shotgun kind of kick up, and you can tell, you know, it's a 12 gauge. It has a fair amount of kick, and it looks visually pleasing. It looks nice, and you see the same thing with the Deagle later on. Look at when they're at that outside scene is it almost looks like sniper scopes are now going to have a glare on them. Whether that was visual specifically for the trailer, or it's now similar to other games where you can see that light reflect off the sniper scope. I hope that's in the game. That's pretty cool. We do get to see the drone a little bit with his little personal radar. Kind of fly around. We see tanks. And then it cuts to a scene with a bridge with a hybrid sight. We've had hybrid sights before. I believe in Modern Warfare 3 we had some hybrid sights. And what scares me here is the noob tube. They specifically showcased the M203 grenade launcher, and it looked pretty damn strong when he fired it. We see a strafing run get called in on that bridge right after the noob tube fires, called a gun runner. And then we go to another map. We see some mollies. There's Molotovs. I know mounting and leaning around is a thing. It looks like we get a throwing knife C4 in there. And it looks like they actually have the... Right when they bust in after the bridge run and they bust into that new building, it looks like there was this old thing in Battlefield 3 where if you were a medic you could have a shotgun instead of a defibrillator, and it looks like they have that because you see him kind of go through, and it's almost like how you would rack a normal gun, or like rack an AR. For example, my Beretta ARX 160 has a pinout, and so you shoot and then you cock it. It's not like a traditional shotgun. You see them run through their night vision, and then we see, of course, the Deagle, and then we cut to the Juggernaut shooting down a Cobra helicopter. So attack helicopter, kill Shriek, gonna be in the game. Juggernaut, we already knew was gonna be in the game. So those are two things I'm pretty excited for. Juggernaut's obviously one of the favorite kill streaks in the game. And then eventually we see the tactical nuke get dropped. That's what, of course, everyone is excited for. I don't believe we see the white phosphorus in the trailer. And then we get the release date, October 25th. So still a little bit sooner than traditional, what they have been releasing in, what, November 15th-ish is what the old, super old release date was. Because honestly, I think this is a make-or-break year for Call of Duty. Granted, everyone says this every year. It's a make-or-break year. If this year isn't good, then, you know, I'm not going to buy the next one. And we all know we're going to continue to keep buying them because that's what we do. And it's unfortunate because that sends the message of, we're going to keep buying your shitty product even though we know it's shitty. You know, just because we need that fill. Get wrecked, kid. I know the gun customization system looks vast, and I think that is amazing. Supposedly they worked with tier 1 operators and kind of what their preferred ones were. So there's like 5 different grips, 16 or so different sights, different stock options, including no stock at all, different barrel options. And the famous thing is they're like, oh yeah, you can take the base AK-47 and you can turn it into a 74U. You can turn it into an RPD. You can do, you know, all these crazy things with it. And I think that is super, super cool. You can take SMGs and technically make them ARs. I know you can put a sniper scope on the Olympia. If you haven't seen Noisy Butter's reaction or her gameplay of it, she got invited to go out there. I highly recommend watching her video on her thoughts about it and her gameplay of it, and that's how I know you can put a sniper scope on the Olympia, because she got that out of the random gun box. I think that's cool. I'm excited. No DLC, or not no DLC, but no season pass. All the maps are going to be free. We get a face-off, quote-unquote face-off again, and I'm super excited for that. I made so many friends back on Modern Warfare 3 just playing face-off 2v2, 3v3. I do hope they added a 3v3 variant. That way, you know, me, Matt, and Hayden can all play, but we haven't seen Matt in a while, so it might honestly just be me for the first little bit of Modern Warfare.
Gun game.
Another thing, you can add stopping power rounds to your gun. You just load new ammo. Probably, I almost would want to call it armor piercing, but I don't know if that's accurate to what the ammo actually is. I know one of the most common complaints is that the 20v20 map is too big. I do believe that they should be a little bit smaller than what they, you know, kind of seem to be. They did appear to be a little bit big, or at least just size down the playable area a wee bit. Just make it a little bit smaller. You don't have to make it a ton or anything like that, but I think it would be helpful. The thing that is going to make or break this game 100% though is going to be how Activision rebrands it all from microtransactions. Now, you know, we may not have a season pass or anything like that, but microtransactions, I do believe, is going to be the biggest thing that are going to kill this game. Thoughts on it? I hope to God it's gonna be a good one, but I mean, you never know. I really hope it's not a disappointment. Let me know how good you guys think the game is gonna be. Again, I hope it's amazing. I hope it's everything we hope for. Obviously, because I'm gonna spend $100 on it no matter what. Maybe 200 if Hayden convinces me to buy the stupid ass one with the fucking night vision goggles, but we'll see. Anyways, I've been playing a little bit of Modern Warfare. It feels nice just to hop on and get the classic boots on the ground, no BS type shit, just to play. Let me know in the comments how good you think the game's gonna be. If you've pre-ordered, if you're not going to buy it, why? Is it because how bad Black Ops 4 was? Maybe you haven't bought it in years, anything like that. Let me know. I love seeing the comments on the videos. And that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.